Hey, welcome or welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you. It is Friday, and I hope you've had an amazing week. I hope you have a lovely weekend, or amazing, whatever, floats your boat. I think it's getting a little bit chilly in some parts of the country, in the US at least. I'm sure in some other parts of the world too. So hopefully you stay warm. But, um, so we did have Amberlynn's last video. It was like groceries and something else, but I recorded my reaction twice. In both videos, the footage ended up being just unusable. So I gave up, and I will just give you a quick recap, even though I'm sure you've seen it. I'll give you a quick little recap of her last video here. So, apparently Amberlynn and Wifey are too busy to leave the apartment to go to any stores, as we've seen them Uber Eats food a few times in the last couple of weeks, and they've Instacarted groceries twice, including in this video. So I guess Amberlynn can't just wait until Wifey gets off work to go to the store, since Amberlynn's ankle does appear to be better and she can walk on it. But they did get out of the apartment to go to Goodwill to donate Amberlynn's pile of stuff. And speaking of piles of stuff, Amberlynn's pile of clean laundry in the bathroom has gotten so big that it's trying to climb on top of the bathroom cabinet now. So, in addition to all that, Amberlynn bought those glass containers, but now she's not going to use it for milk because somebody in her comments told her that it removes nutrients from the milk, which is not true, couldn't be further from the truth. Storing milk in glass containers is actually better than in plastic. It actually helps preserve the nutrients, keeps it colder, and helps it last longer. When the plastic containers that milk is stored in doesn't leach chemicals per se, but there's a leach chemicals into the liquid, there's still a non-zero chance of it. We all know that bottles like these for water, you can only reuse them for a couple of times, a few days, until you should not be using them anymore because the chemicals from the plastic can leach into the liquid inside. So Amberlynn would actually be much better with storing her milk in the glass container and writing the expiration date on it with a dry erase marker. Now, I know it does seem wasteful because you're buying it in this plastic container and then dumping it into glass, but I think those plastic containers are recyclable. And for some people, they like the way liquids taste out of glass containers better, and it may just store in the fridge better, but I think for Amberlynn, it is purely aesthetics. So, moving on, Amberlynn damn near has an orgasm over a sandwich that Wifey made her with deli chicken meat and bacon. She was very excited over the sandwich.
I've been craving something like this. Mmm! It's so good. Say it. You did that. Wait a damn minute. This has to be the best thing I've ate.
And then for dinner, they made ravioli with chicken sausage together. It was very sweet. Didn't look too bad. It was good to see Amberlynn cooking. And then Amberlynn ended the video with starting her Lego globe. But to finish it off, I would be remiss to not mention that if it looks like I've been crying, it's because I have been. So, all that being said, let's look at Amberlynn's next video, which was uploaded tonight, and it is titled Traumatizing Hospital Experience Vlog. So I really hope this is not clickbait. Although granted, I don't want her to have a traumatizing hospital experience either, but if she did not have a traumatizing experience, I think people would see it as her clickbaiting her health. Let's get Amberlynn on the screen, and I think you can still see me. Let me move that back a little bit. Maybe not. Alright, I think we're good. You'd think I haven't recorded a video in months.
Hello, welcome to a new vlog. So I know I used to say, Hey guys, I don't know what happened, but I kind of shifted away from that. Like I used to say hey guys in literally every single video, but I don't know, we're kind of rebranding here. Oh my god. I want you guys to know that a symptom of bipolar, which I
Such a
have,
rebrand.
a big one is like indecisiveness and genuinely making decisions off of impulse. That's me. That's what I do.
I think that's part of her whole, the bipolar shopping. She will impulsively get online and spend $1,000 on manga, um, and go to Target and or a store and buy 25 journals.
Speaking of bipolar, I actually just made an appointment with my psychiatrist. I want to talk to her about my lamictal. I'm thinking of maybe decreasing it just a little bit. And I'm also thinking about maybe I should stop taking Zoloft because I do take Zoloft for anxiety, not working at all. And I don't see a point in taking a medicine, especially one that like chemically switches your brain chemistry. If it doesn't work, I don't see the point in that at all.
Maybe her psychiatrist can think of a different one that she can try. Um, I wonder why she wants to lessen her Lamictal, because if she's still been having these ups and downs with bipolar, that would maybe say to me, maybe she needs to increase it. I don't know if that just happens naturally when you're on the medication because I don't have bipolar disorder, so I don't take the medication, so I don't know how it works exactly. So I don't know if that's a good idea for Amberlynn. Although I will say that depending on the dosage she's on, she has lost 100 pounds. Last month, she had lost 100 pounds. So I'm wondering if with that weight change, her body is metabolizing the medication quicker and maybe it's affecting her more. Because I know for me, with my thyroid medication, with losing a little bit of weight that I've lost in the last year, I had to lower my dosage a little bit because of my weight difference.
So it's something I'm going to talk to her about and see what she thinks. So I need to get back on track with just life in general.
Why are
I don't
you
know.
off
I just
track?
feel out of sorts, absolutely out of sorts. I just don't know how to express myself right now or like explain what's happening. So I'm actually going to like
Hmm.
re-download my Fitness Pal, make a new profile. I would love for you guys to add me on there. So I'm going to
No, you wouldn't, because people are just going to be awful. And I think my Fitness Pal changed their application where I think you have to have the paid account to even track your food, I think. I don't know. I haven't used Fitness Pal for years. I never cared for it because it seemed that like all the information that was in there wasn't correct. Because I would like have my package right in front of me, and I would find the item in my Fitness Pal, and the information didn't match because whoever entered in the information, so much of it is just user entered that it's not correct. So I use Noom to track my calories in my food. It's a lot more accurate with its food tracking and the information. I haven't been using it for the other services, but I am still using it for my calorie tracking.
link her below if I remember. Click the link, add me, message me, do the do. Like, let's be friends, whatever it may be. Let's just, vibe. Oh my god, you guys, I need to update words. You guys, I need to update you on my journaling. I have been journaling so freaking much. I'm gonna set you guys down and you're gonna like stare at my ceiling because
It's a lovely ceiling. Speaking of links, down below in my description, I do have my link to my Instagram, which I don't upload onto very often, but feel free to reach out and message me. The link is finally correct. I did have it incorrect previously. It was an abbreviated version that did not work. But feel free to reach out and say hi, but give me your YouTube name so I do not think you're a creeper. I get those every once in a while randomly.
that's just the way that life goes. Ceilings can be friends too, okay? No, but the reason why you're looking at my ceiling is because I am grabbing my journals. I want to show you guys the ones I have completed. Okay, so I have
Okay.
actively journaled daily since June 18th of 2021. So it's been
Good
wait,
job.
let's do a little Google. How many days has it been? How many days
Are
has
we
it
back at the
been? It
ceiling again?
says June 18, 2021. According to Google, oh my God, June 18th, 2021 to October 6th, 2022 is 475 days. I have daily journaled and I have not skipped one single day. That's queen shit, okay? I'm
Good
gonna show you
job.
all the journals I have completed. So a lot of people are like, when you journal, like, do you draw? No. I don't doodle, don't use stickers. I mean, I did decorate this just because I was bored one day. I don't even know. It's nothing but words. Just words and words and words. Word vomit on every single page. So this is my first completed. My
I wanna say that she did show us a couple of pages before that did have, like, some scribbles here and there, but I may be mistaken.
second, third, this one really went through it apparently. It's like pen stains all over it. It's insane. So we have a sloth moment.
Oh, sloth.
Fourth, this one's a big one. This took forever to fill. This
Oh,
one, at
goodness.
the first page of each one, I
I thought she had a tripod, or is she using her phone? I mean, geez, even I try to do a little better than that with my mediocre skills and content that I have.
say how many days is in each book. This one is 194 days. This one is February 25th to September 7th is in this one. Like, wow. The journal I'm
Okay.
on now is this really pretty like velvet burgundy one, and we're almost finished. Like, we're almost finished. So I chose my next one, which is also another like velvet. We have some really cute giraffes. Reach for new
I think she
heights.
just bought that
So
one.
we're just journaling a lot. I have had people ask me like, "What do you journal about?" I don't know where to start. I just create no rules for myself. I think that's why for the longest time, like, I wanted to daily journal, but I had too many rules. I decided to throw out the rules. Journal how I want, say what I want. I talk about my day. I talk about people in my life. I talk about my past. I talk about my future. I talk about trauma I've been in. Just literally everything, like anything you can think of, like from the food I ate to like me being freaking sexually abused when I was younger. Like wide variety, and like it's like literally one.
That's quite the gamut of topics there. I don't, back when I was in high school, one of my history teachers had us at the beginning of class every day do a quick little journal entry. And I would usually write about a dream that I'd had because I had a lot of weird ass dreams when I was in high school. And if I remembered the dream from the night before, I would write about it in that day's journal entry. It may not have been every single day, but at least a few times a week. She would have us do journal entries. Um, I don't do handwriting anymore because I have arthritis. I should get back into the habit of like writing daily like that, but right now I just don't have the energy. I have other habits I need to work on. So good for Amberlynn for maintaining something for as long as she has because we all know that she is the queen of never sticking to anything.
Paragraph is like sweet little candies with like cotton candy with some like rainbows and hearts. Next paragraph is like dark, scary, like there might be a ghost in the corner, might not be. I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyways, journal, 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 no matter what it's about, it like helps so much. Like, what is this for this happening?
I
All
don't
right,
know.
time for a Lego
All right,
segment. We're gonna do
Legos.
the next one. So this is how it looked last time. So I have shown my Legos, talked about my Legos, and so many of you are like, "Do time lapse, show them on YouTube,
Yeah,
show
a
yourself doing
lot
it,
of us have said
talk
that.
about it." So that's why I decided to add these segments for the people who are interested in Legos. I'm sorry if this bores
I
some of
like
you,
Legos. I don't mind
but I don't
watching.
know, something about Legos is therapeutic. It's fun. I love the tedious aspect. I don't know. I just really enjoy it.
I just
So
like
I think
Legos.
this is the bottom of the globe. This is a globe, by the way.
Yes.
But I think it's the bottom of the globe. For some reason, I thought it was the middle, but now that I'm working more on it, I'm pretty sure it's the bottom. And there's always an extra piece. Love
It's the stand, and they do give extra pieces in case you lose one. So you'll often have some of the random little pieces like this one or like maybe a flat one like this one here, this little brown one. There'll often be a few extras here and there. So if you lose one, you have a replacement.
that. Okay, so it is time for a little torrid moment because I have
Oh, oh, time for Torrid. I'll have my counters up here. Now, is this is the new bag she opened, so I'll need to continue from my previous Torrid counters. And I didn't oh, yes, I did not add in that kind of sheer shirt because she didn't try it on yet. So I did not add in the pricing for that one yet, I don't believe. I'll have to check.
Of 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 things, okay? It's like you guys are in jail, but you're not, I promise. I just have you sitting on this. So, you gotta do what you gotta do and then do it.
Are we
I
gonna
know it
stay
seems like
there?
I order a lot of Torrid. I think it's
You
because I was
do.
opening one thing per vlog for literal months. But like years ago, I would order from Torrid a couple times a month. Now I order maybe every 2.5 months. So it's really not that much, sometimes less, honestly. Me and Torrid, we're just friends, okay? Oh my God.
But when she showed us her cart in that one video, she had, like, 12 items in it. But okay, so we're gonna have, like, 4 items this time. I will add these to the previous count because I think this is the same bag. But I'm not loving the shelf here.
Oh, I'm so excited. It is the sweater. Wait, I am pumped. It's this black sweater.
Ooh,
It says "Leave me alone." Oh my God, I love this. And like
perfect.
the lettering is kind of like
Fuzzy.
towel material. I don't really know how to explain it, but I love it.
Hmm.
It's so cute and cozy. So next thing is just a t-shirt, but the front of it has a chest piece.
I was gonna say, "Oh, it's a chess piece."
I personally love this. I think it's super cute and I am excited to wear it. I love the simplicity, but you can totes dress it up.
I scrolled through pages and pages on Torrid and could not find this t-shirt based on what she told us and what it looks like in this image.
So I got myself like a sleep moment. It is a gown, but I thought it was so cute. It has buttons, as you can see. It's black. The sleeves are probably like 3/4 sleeves. Oh my God, there's a
Hmm,
cute little pocket. I love it. And this is that material that seems cooling. That's the best way to describe it. It's just
okay.
like material is colder than the other materials that I
Right.
touch. So that's why I say that. I don't know how to explain
Mhm.
it. So last but not least, we have another sweater because cold weather is here. You guys look
Fall is
how
upon us.
adorable. Like normal sweater vibes, right? But then there's this satin pocket.
Is it
Like just that
satin?
little touch goes such a long way.
I couldn't find this item either. Maybe I'll find it later. I don't know. But right now, couldn't find it on Torrid's website.
So cute. I just realized all of the items are black today. So I
Oh,
added my new Tory clothes on top
oh goodness. At least that shirt that was climbing is gone. Woo, girly.
of Mount Torrid. Not all my clothes is from Torrid, but a large majority. And if you haven't
Aren't
watched
they
my two
though?
last vlogs, these are all clean or new. Regardless, they need to be put away. We don't need to judge. Everyone has bad habits, and this is simply just one.
Absolutely, but you could at least put it on like a chair or something, have that one chair that becomes the clothes holder, not your bathroom sink.
Of mine. So I am going to put some away. No, I'm not going to put all of them away. I get bored. I lose my mind. I get insanely distracted. So I'm going to put some away. Here is a before and after. We made a dent, folks.
You made a
We
small
did, okay?
dent.
It actually felt like I put away so much more than I actually did, but I did it. I did some. If you're
She has a lot of
procrastinating on
clothes.
anything, just do a little bit and you'll feel a lot better.
She's right.
So I just got out of the hospital. I woke up with
She's got those little stickies on her.
really bad pain on my left side in my back, and when I breathe in, it's like
Kidney,
this
maybe?
sharp pain and it feels horrible. I called my doctor
Right,
just to
left
make an
side.
appointment, but they said there's no available appointments, and with your symptoms, you need to go to the ER. So I ended up going to the ER, and they're glad that I did. Me too, because when you have symptoms like that, especially because it felt like I was also short of breath, breathing in was hurting really bad, so it's like something could be wrong with my lungs, or they even said that it was like possible heart attack. So they gave me an EKG. As you can still see, I haven't taken any of them off. I also have some on my stomach, and thankfully the EKG was perfect. I also got my blood taken, which I have a whole story about that,
Perfect.
which was honestly so terrifying. You guys will never ever believe what happened. I am a mess. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm currently not wearing a freaking bra because I had to get it. The freaking lady took it off because I got an X-ray of my lungs, which my lungs and my heart look normal. So long story short, they're really glad that I went in because the symptoms are, scary. But since everything looks normal, turns out I just have like a strain, like a really, 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 really bad back strain, which is so weird to me, so crazy. So I made an appointment with my
Did she sleep funky? That's maybe hanging up all that laundry made her strain her back. So what was the traumatizing part? Was that just the having to have blood drawn? Is she gonna tell us more about that?
doctor for next week, but they originally told me you need to go to the ER. So that's the only reason why I went. I'm glad I went. Now I don't feel as scared. I don't know how I strained my back. I guess it could have been because, I hurt my ankle, the ligament thing, and I, laid up in bed for a while, and like how I had to maneuver myself was very different compared to how I usually maneuver myself in bed. And I guess it makes sense, but it's still scary. So
Why would that be happening now though when your ankle's better? I mean, maybe you just sneezed weird and hurt yourself. I mean, you are 31 now. I'm 43 and I bend over and pick something up and I'll be like, "Oh, oh, hurt my back."
on the way to the X-ray room, I was walking through the halls. They asked if I wanted to use a wheelchair, and I said no because, like, why? I don't need one. But I was walking. I ended up using a wheelchair, and I'm about to tell you why. I was walking, and I had my IV. This situation type deal. It's not an IV anymore, but I had the IV, and all of a sudden, as I'm walking, I heard something fall, and I didn't know what it was, and then I just felt this hot, like, weird feeling go down my arms, and I looked, and the freaking IV fell out of my arm, and I was gushing blood all over me. Oh my god, it was all over the floor, and the way that they reacted was so calm, so collected.
Well, it's probably not the first time it's happened that somebody's IV has come out, but that would really, really suck. That would I've only had to have an IV once, and they put it in the back of my hand, and that was when I had my gallbladder surgery.
Like, 6 different people, like, that worked there from,
I
like,
think
6
it
different
was
areas, just like,
wait, was it in my hand or was it in my arm? I can't remember. It's been so long.
came, cleaned up the floor real quickly. I started crying because I was scared. Like, I've never had anything like that happen. It was like blood was just everywhere, all over my arm and hand and all over the floor. But they quickly cleaned up part of my arm. I still have a lot of blood on my actual upper arm, but I'm not going to show you guys that. And it was just gushing. I don't know how it fell out. I'm thinking maybe it was part of my cardigan, like pushed it out. Slash, when you're walking, your blood pumps more. So it was just like a mixture of everything. It just fell. And it was like, oh my god, it was so traumatizing. Like, it was just scary. I was already having a lot of anxiety. Obviously, like, you're at the hospital, you're scared. But yeah, they were just really, really nice, kind. Cleaned it up rather quickly. I was scared. Like, I feel like if that would have happened to anyone, you guys would have been scared. Like, honestly, I can't be dramatic, but I feel like sometimes it's very validated. So it was just trauma.
Eh, I could see somebody being like, "Oh my god," but, Amberlynn is a little dramatic. I will agree with that. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that that sucks, but I don't know if I would call it a traumatizing experience, but I don't wanna discount her feelings and how she felt about it.
Traumatizing and gave me a little bit of PTSD because, like, before I got diagnosed with cancer, when I was like rushed to the ER and there was blood like everywhere in the hospital because of me, and it reminded me of that. There was blood everywhere in the hospital because of me again, and it was just like
Yeah,
so traumatizing. And I don't know, it was an experience.
I
So
could see
when I do
that
anything
being
labor,
triggering.
like walking, oh my god, it hurts so bad because, like, obviously high, I'm bigger, so I breathe heavier and more when I do laboring activities, even something as simple as just walking. So thankfully, a wifey went into the pharmacy for me. That's where she's at right now, and she's giving me medicine because they
Once again, calling her wifey. I'm gonna point that out every fucking time that Amberlynn does it because she was so upset that people were calling her girlfriend wifey.
prescribed me something called lidocaine. It's like a lidocaine patch to put on me, and my blood pressure was a little elevated. I was like so sad. I was like, my blood pressure is like normal, and they're
Well, it might have been elevated because you were stressed out. That could have been part of it.
like, oh, it's because you're in pain and you have anxiety, and it's completely normal. I guess a lot of people who go to the ER, their blood pressure just automatically is a little bit higher than normal. My blood pressure was 148 over 88. It's a little elevated, but they said that's totally normal. My pulse was 82. Oxygen saturation was 97%. But yeah, they did the EKG, the chest X-ray, took my blood, and everything looked completely normal and perfect. So I'm really glad about that. But today's been a day. Sorry, the lighting's weird. It's because the sun. We could like do that, but oh no, no, no. The sun actually feels really good. I don't know. I just wanted to update you guys on that. The lighting is really weird on my chest.
Yeah.
This would be how it naturally looks, but I keep putting down this little doodad here, and then it makes my chest look weird. So
Well, what you could do is close the mirror because the light on your chest is the reflection from the mirror. So you could close that. And I don't know. I just noticed or just realized she didn't try on the torrid clothes for us. So I may not be able to determine what some of those items were, but I'll try to see if I could find them.
it is what it is. I don't really care. Like, this is real life. I have an appointment next week with my doctor, thank God, because your girl was scared. Like, to wake up and feel that way, it felt so it honestly felt like something was wrong with my lungs. And they gave me a little bit of medicine while I was in there. It's kind of worked. And they put it in my IV. And after my IV fell out, oh my God, it looks so weird. After my IV fell out, I said, I don't want it back in. And they didn't have a reason to put it back in. So thank God.
Just
It's
pain
just more
medicine.
shit that I have to deal with and just be strong. And it's just queen shit. Okay. You just have to go through things to be stronger.
Her chest did look weird, but that's quite the abrupt ending there for us. I was expecting a little bit more of a traumatizing experience, but I guess, given her history with the ER and bleeding, um, I could see that being a little bit triggering for her. So, I'm glad she's okay. I'm glad she isn't hurt or anything of that nature. I mean, hell, I wake up most mornings with something, something hurting. So, I totally understand that. But yeah, not a lot in that one. I don't know if I could even tell you what it started out as. Um, yeah, we got a little bit of Legos. We got a little bit of Torrid. And yeah, I think I said everything I needed to say actually during the video. So, let me know what you all think down below of whatever Amberlynn happened to talk about in this video. If you watched her last video, let me know what you thought of it, because you will not be seeing a full video on that one from me. It's not a loss. But I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and until next time, be safe and take care.